What have I learned since turning 20? Well,
you can't control the wind, but you can control yourselves. Thank you so much for tuning in and clicking on this video. Here are 15 lessons that I learned within the first 5 years of my 20s. Number 6, take risk. I know my friends watching this video are probably like, Kim don't take no risk. Let me tell you the biggest risk that I took in my life. The biggest risk I took was apply to graduate school, specifically to University of Pennsylvania. When I applied, I did not know it was an Ivy League, and I think it's good that I didn't, because I probably would have not applied, finished applying, like completing my application process if I knew that ahead of time. Because I tend to psych myself out when things are not logical, or if I feel doubtful about something, I won't do it. Now, if I see that this thing can benefit me, I will do it. I'm gonna take that risk in prayer, like, God, this is something that you're clearly not against. I'm gonna take a risk and do it. Make changes. Like, you can't do the same thing every day that you've been doing for the rest of your life. Like, you need to change. Like, I changed my surroundings. My friend circle has changed so many times. But don't be afraid of change, because unfortunately life is change. And if you can't handle change, you can't live, basically. You need to learn how to go with the wind. One of my coworkers said something, I'm gonna steal it from him. He said, you can't control the wind, but you can control yourself. So learn how to embrace change and make changes. Number 7, happiness comes from you. My happiness cannot be based on something that is external of myself. It should not be based on something that is external of yourself and your control. If that's the case, then your happiness, your joy will be dependent on your circumstance. But how true is that happiness if your circumstance changes and dwindles? Is your happiness and your joy continually going to fluctuate? And if it does, that means you've never been happy. So learn how to be happy in yourself. And this comes from taking a step back and not letting circumstances dictate your emotion. Circumstances dictate your reaction to life and your outlook. I like using this analogy because a lot of people think that Christians are really happy-go-lucky. Christians are not Christians because they don't have struggles in their life. They're Christians because the way that they react and respond to those struggles in their life. Just a food for thought. Number 8. God made you because there is no other you, and only you can fill the spot that you were made and created to fill. That was a tongue tie. But again, God made you because there is no other you, so that you can fill the spot and serve the function that only you can serve. In a nutshell. I have been a victim of this. I will look at my news feed. I will look at my friends around me, and I'm so happy for them. And then feel as though I was inadequate in comparison, or feel as though that I was missing out. Like, if they're traveling the world, dang, I'm still stuck in the United States. I ain't do nothing with my life. If they're getting their PhD, I'm like, dang, I'm here just like, I just finished my master's and I feel like I'm doing nothing. Like, what am I doing with my life? Like, when you do that, you minimize all the major milestones that you have made in your life. So start recognizing that only you have a specific purpose that only you can fill. And there is no one like you, no one else like you in the world. And once you're able to own that, you will walk around like a king, like a queen, because you are the king and queen that you are, okay? So stop comparing yourself, okay? You will never truly be happy for your friends until you are happy where you are, so you can genuinely rejoice when things are going good for your friends, okay? So be happy with who you are and who you are. Number 9, make time for your hobbies. I know this is something that I just now started picking up for the last 2-3 months. Since I moved to Austin from Miami, I literally went 6, 7, 8 months, dropped all my hobbies. that included writing poetry, writing lyrics, creating music, drawing, coloring, painting, dancing, playing volleyball, just going out and being weird and walking out in nature. I stopped doing everything that I did when I was in Miami. And I can tell you right now that stopping those hobbies, stop doing things that make me happy, I was more susceptible to depression, and I struggle with depression from like April all the way to like probably like a couple of months ago. It's been really, really hard because I wasn't living. You have to do the things that make you happy, and you have to make those hobbies a priority in your schedule. It is okay, you know, to do things, go try new things with friends, but you need to make sure that you're also taking care of you. Going back to the first tip, it's okay to be selfish. You can take a step back and do things that you love, okay? Number 10, cling to your elders, honor your elders, seek your elders' advice and counsel. This is such a biblical principle, but I feel as a Christian or not, you will understand why this is important. If I have someone who walked the path that I am walking ahead of me, isn't it not wise to listen, to heed their counsel, to get their feedback? I don't know about you guys. I know a lot of my friends think, oh, Kimberly is perfect. She don't do a lot of bad. It's not that I'm perfect, because trust me, I am not. Sin is in me. I struggle with a lot of things. But I think that I have learned how to remove struggles from my life. Most of the struggles that we endure, I'm not saying it's always our fault from our choices, but at the end of the day, it's mostly because of our choices. And because I learned, and I was so close to my grandparent, like my grandmothers and my older aunts, I learned so much from them that it's not that I was being, you know, avoidant. I was honestly being wise in my decisions, and I was not letting things happen to me. Like, I was being wise. And another thing, man, like, the words that flow out of elders' mouths, well, at least the nice ones. We know that they could be real mean sometimes, but the words that flow out of them is like pure gold for me. Like, it calms me and warms my heart, and I hold on dear to that. So consult your elders, man. If you need a mentor, first of all, something I had to learn, because I have a mentor now, and I never had a mentor growing up. You have to seek the mentor. And the same thing when I said, like, say that you don't know, you have to ask the person to be a mentor, and let them, and they'll be so honored that they'll do it. And find a mentor for everything. I have a mentor for my career. I'm looking for a mentor for dating, but I'm not dating right now. But I have a few people that I can go to, but there's some women that I want them to be leading me in my marriage when I get married, and I need them in my life. So you need mentors for different things, so you can have wisdom to kind of serve as a soundboard. Hey, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. If you are here for the first time and you like this content, please click this icon on your bottom right. Did I do it right? Yes, I did. On your bottom right to subscribe. This channel is really here for your benefit. Please drop a comment, drop some suggestions for videos. If you're not already subscribed, be sure to subscribe to get notified. Thank you for tuning in.